Hiya, everybody, says Mickey. Welcome to the Clubhouse. Today, Mickey and his pals are pretending to be superheroes. Superheroes work together to save the day from supervillains, Mickey explains. Donald will pretend to be the bad guy. You'll never defeat me, he shouts. The superheroes chase Donald every which way. Wait, we're supposed to work as a super team, Mickey says. But the heroes don't listen and end up in a jumble. Just then, a shadow falls over the gang. Gosh, says Goofy. It's a giant hot dog balloon. That's a zeppelin, says Mickey. But what's it doing here? Suddenly, the zeppelin zaps the glove balloon with a shrink ray. Power Pants Pete flies down. Stay back, he warns. I'm about to shrink everything in the Clubhouse world. Power Pants Pete picks up the tiny glove balloon and flies off. We have to stop Pete from shrinking everything, says Mickey. Goofy scratches his head. This is a super problem, he says. Did someone say super? Asks Professor Von Drake. I have just the thingamajig you need. The professor has a new invention. I call it the Super Maker Machine, he says. It makes soup? Asks Goofy. No, Goofy, laughs the professor. It will make real superheroes out of all of you. Super cheers, says Mickey. That's just what we need. Then step right in, the professor says. Now you all have super fantastic powers, the professor exclaims. But you'll have to work together to stop Power Pants Pete. Don't worry, says Super Mickey. The Clubhouse heroes are on the job. One more thing, the professor adds. You'll only have your powers for a little while. When your superpower bands turn red, your powers will go kaput. Then we'd better get going, says Minnie. Power Pants Pete is about to shrink Minnie's boutique. Upsy Daisy has an idea. I'll use my mind powers to push the zeppelin. Wonder Minnie has another idea. My super wonder bows will stop Pete. But nothing works. Your powers blocked each other, says Mickey. Suddenly, Pete drops hundreds of rubber duckies. Mickey calls for help. Oh, Super Toodles! Super Toodles has 4 super mouse-catools, a giant blow dryer, a catcher's mitt, a big umbrella, and a mystery mouse-catool. Let's try the umbrella, says Mickey. The big umbrella does the trick. The rubber duckies bounce right off. But Pete shrinks Minnie's boutique anyway and zooms off. Pete's next target is the Eiffel Tower. The heroes have to hurry. Their superpower bands are turning red. Super Goof and Dynamo Donald get all twisted and hit the Zeppelin. Pete falls to the ground. "You're through, Power Pants Pete," says Super Mickey. "I'm sorry," says Pete, "but the big boss made me do it." The Zeppelin lands and out comes Mr. Big Boss Megamart. "It's shrinking time," he says. Megamart makes Pete tiny with his shrink ray. "Oh, that tickled," said Pete. "Megamart," says Minnie, "you're just a mean old meanie villain." Megamart nods. "I'm taking the Clubhouse world for myself." He jumps in the Zeppelin and takes off again. "We have to catch Megamart," says Mickey. "Our powers are almost gone." Mickey and Super Power Pup zoom into the sky and grab hold of the Zeppelin. But Megamart traps them in a super strong bubble. "We need a mousecatool," says Mickey. "Oh, Super Toodles!" Mickey chooses the giant blow dryer, and it works. The blow dryer blows all the bubbles away. "Bye-bye, bubbles," says Mickey. Back on the ground, Tiny Pete is rolling down a hill. The Euros try to catch him, but they trip over each other and fall into a heap. Tiny Pete is rolling away, and our superpower bands are all red, says Daisy. In a flash, the Clubhouse heroes lose all their superpowers. Up in the Zeppelin, Megamart takes aim at the Clubhouse. Mickey tries to stop him, but he loses his superpowers too. As Mickey falls toward the ground, Megamart zaps him and the Clubhouse. Tiny Mickey tells Pluto to go find the Clubhouse heroes. Megamart scoops up Mickey and the Clubhouse and takes them up into the Zeppelin. Minnie and the rest of the heroes are still trying to save Tiny Pete. But Pete hits a bump and is launched into the air. "We have to catch him," shouts Minnie. "Oh, Super Toodles!" Minnie chooses the catcher's mitt. She runs to catch Pete, but she's too far away. Minnie tosses the mitt to Daisy, but she's not close enough either. Goofy grabs the mitt and makes the catch. "We did it," says Minnie. "We work together as a team." All at once, the gang is turned back into superheroes. "When we work together," says Minnie, "we're super duper." Minnie looks up. Uh-oh, Megamart has captured Mickey. "We gotta save him," says Goofy. "Oh, Super Toodles!" The gang picks the mystery mousecatool. "It's a super jet." "Up and away," says Minnie. "Let's save the day." The heroes plan to work together to rescue Mickey. Goofy and Donald sneak aboard the Zeppelin and find the shrunken Clubhouse world. They quickly gather up all the globes. Megamart tries to stop them, but Tiny Mickey trips him up just in time. The heroes bring the Zeppelin to a sudden stop. Goofy, Donald, and Mickey tumble out and land right in the superjet. But the Zeppelin springs a leak and flies out of control. Megamart needs help, shouts Mickey. But he's a villain, says Goofy. He still needs saving, says Mickey. And that's what heroes do. Pluto helps Wonder Minnie tie up the Zeppelin with her super wonder bows. Then Donald and Goofy grab the ribbons and pull. Soon, the rest of the gang joins them. Everyone works together to pull the Zeppelin to the ground. We did it, they shout. Megamart scrambles out of the flattened Zeppelin. After all I did, I can't believe you rescued me, he says. Thank you. You're welcome, Mr. Megamart, says Goofy. I'm really Mortimer Mouse, Megamart reveals. I'm your new neighbor. Well, you weren't acting very neighborly, Minnie points out. Mortimer agrees. He reverses the shrink ray and returns Mickey and Pete to their normal sizes. Then, Mortimer unshrinks the whole Clubhouse world. I'm sorry, he says. I thought if I took what you had, I'd be happy. The Clubhouse is all about having friends, says Mickey. That's just it, Mortimer admits. I don't have any friends. You do now, says Goofy. That's super, Mortimer says. It's more than super, says Mickey. It's super duper. The end.